Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, you see that we have a guest.
Hello.
Yeah, he is Zahir Mat Malepa, my husband, in a swift introduction. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about some Hindi movies that we've watched and we highly recommend. Since we only have 3, we're going to rate it from least favorite to most favorite and most recommended. But granted, saying that, all 3 we recommend that you watch. So let's begin with movie number 3.
Okay, so movie number 3 has to be Rajniti. So just a little bit about what the movie is about.
Yep.
It's actually a Indian political thriller which was filmed in 2010. It was directed by Prakash Jha, and the actors includes Ranbir Kapoor, that's the main hero. Ajay Devgan, Ajay Devgan, old guy.
My old favorite.
Nana Patekar, which I do not know who, Katrina Kaif, I do not know who, and a whole bunch of other people which I do not know who.
The ones that are familiar to us are, I guess, Ranbir Kapoor and Ajay Devgan. Yep.
Okay. It is...
Why is it on number 3?
Okay, so actually at first I really liked the movie. Like there were many times at the beginning which I'm like, oh my god, that's so... Oh my god, there was so many mind-blowing moments.
There was.
Okay, because of the many references to another of my my favorite film of all time, or one of my many favorite films of all time, which is The Godfather.
Godfather.
Yes, it is the Indian version of
The Godfather.
Only that there is no mafia involved, because the real mafia are politicians.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, people of power basically. Yep. So,
So if you have watched The Godfather, you will
find it very familiar.
You find it very familiar lah.
Yeah.
You remember the scene whereby there's the head of the horse, Khartoum's head, was in the bed of one of the directors. There was a similar scene in this, and then there are 3 brothers in this movie. They are not all from the same father. They're all from the same father but from a different mother. Okay, which is also similar to in Godfather as well. So these things made me like Rajniti very much at first.
Yes.
And it was the plot moved very quickly.
Very quick enough.
Very quickly.
Because there are a lot of characters in Rajniti, and trust me, in like the first 30 minutes of the movie, we had to like replay certain parts because we had to keep up with the characters first. So we highly recommend that when you guys are watching Rajniti, make sure you keep track of who is who in the movie first of all. That is the most important thing. And then you can follow through the movie seamlessly.
Because there's really a boatload of characters, and the names are not
that easy to grasp.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean they are very realistic names, I suppose. Like there are no nicknames going on in this movie.
Don't expect names like Ajay or Dave or Raj even.
Yeah, so that's like one of the things that we super recommend when you're watching this movie. And also because it's a very heavy film, or I find that it's a heavy film, but still followable. I really think that you're going to need a lot of focus and attention when you watch this movie, because it is quite gripping. Quite gripping in terms of whose motives, who's trying to get the power in the politics of things, who is really a good person, who's really not a good person, and
There's also one thing that is also very different about this movie is that there is no songs.
Yes.
Which we don't really watch Bollywood movies regularly, but when we do lah kan.
When we do, and like typical of most Bollywood movies, there will be song and dance and
but there wasn't a single. At least I don't remember.
Because I don't think the movie grants them an ability to have a...
Trust me, okay? A Bollywood movie can put a song.
Yes, it can.
In any scene if they want. It can be in the toilet.
Yeah, true.
And they can just push it in.
That's true.
It will still be fine because it's Bollywood.
It's Bollywood. Okay, it's very trademark of Bollywood movies. But this one doesn't have any song and dance.
At all.
I
don't even think there was a song.
So if you guys don't like Bollywood movies because you think that tak habis-habis ada. You just think that it's all song and dance behind a tree. Well, this one doesn't have any.
To be fair, the song behind the tree cliche is a so outdated cliche.
Or maybe behind the car, song and dance behind the car, song and dance around the car, song and dance. Whatever it is, there's no song and dance. Whatever the object may be. So yeah.
But why did it not make it in our number one spot? Why did it take our number one spot that it was so good?
It didn't take the number one spot for us.
Why? Tell it to them. Tell it while I drink my...
Because the ending was not satisfactory. It was just too... We saw it from a mile away. Okay, not a mile away, like literally from the start of this 2-hour plus movie, but we saw it like 2/3 into the movie, then we started to see the ending, and I just thought that it wasn't as wow as how the movie had run. Yeah, that's my...
Okay, for me it was okay. Like I said, at the start I really liked the movie because of all the Godfather references that was in the movie. But after a while it got a bit tiring because you then begin to question whether this movie is even original or not. Which, to be fair, it still is, but the homage then become a rip-off lah. I feel like about 2/3
Rip-off.
Yeah, about 2/3 way through inside the movie. When the director was being I think interviewed by New York Times, he actually said that he actually sort of like denied that he heavily based off the Godfather and more on the Mahabharata. I think that was what he said.
We are not familiar with the Mahabharata,
but he said it wasn't really much on the Godfather. But anyone who watched the Godfather definitely know that definitely. Okay, in my opinion.
So does that mean that the Godfather was based on Mahabharata then? Since it's so similar? Questions. Okay. Please tell us if Mahabharata and the Godfather has any similarities. I would like to know. So yeah.
Okay. Anyway, then the ending was the only thing I feel which was totally original. Which ironically was the part that made me not like the movie when it became original, because it became originally Bollywood at the end. I don't mean it by without getting too much into spoilers. Can I not?
Then don't say it.
Yeah, because the ending was Bollywood lah. I feel
it was just not satisfactory lah.
Yeah, it was not in place with the entire movie, with the entire feel of the movie.
Yeah, so that's why it's at number 3. Alright, so now we are on movie number 2. Okay, so at number 2, the spot goes to
Sanju. Okay, which is a 2018 Indian biographical film directed by Raj Kumar Hirani. Basically, the movie is about the life of a Bollywood actor by the name of Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt. Come on, guys. You guys should know who is Sanjay Dutt.
Okay, he's not the most popular. He's not one of the Hans.
But he's one of the bodybuilding types of Hindi movies.
He's the rough-looking hero.
Yes. Okay. Not my favorite, but
which is not to everybody's taste. But why his life was being chosen to be made into a movie? Because he has such an interesting life. He
has a very vibrant life. Not the most fortunate life, but interesting life.
Yeah, so in the movie, you will see his addiction with drugs.
Yes.
His arrest for alleged association with the 1993 Bombay bombings.
4.
Not born yet. At that point of time. So they also look at his relationship with his father, which is very, very interesting.
Yes. Which is such a mind-blowing thing. I did not know Sanjay Dutt is actually son to someone very popular also.
Yeah,
another celebrity.
His mother as well.
And his mom too.
I forgot what's his name of his mother though.
Yeah.
But it was a big thing lah. Okay, both of them. So basically, he was born into a family. He was born with a silver spoon. Okay. But he didn't use his spoon properly lah.
Yeah.
That's the problem, right? When people are born with the spoon, they use the spoon to write. Not smart, Not smart. But anyway, the movie also explored about his comeback into the industry and Okay, I will not say any more lah. If not, I will be telling you
No,
the entire
so
movie.
you can check out what the movie is about. I'm very sure online, but we're gonna tell you why Sanju is at number 2. So, what do you like about the movie?
Because it was a biographical film.
Yeah.
I think both of us like
Liked it because
biographical
of
film.
biography films.
Because it's based on someone that you know. You don't know everything about that person. You know that person exists, and when you know like his story, I think that is always
his life, his emotions, his
what
struggles.
goes on behind the scenes. I think that always intrigues people's interest.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're Sanjay Dutt or Shah Rukh Khan or Barack Obama or
Like you want to know how somebody got to a certain place or why somebody went missing for a long time or like why was there so much scandal and it's coming from the person itself. So yeah.
So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is definitely because of Ranbir Kapoor's acting.
Excellent. It is so creepy how many times I wasn't sure whether I'm looking at Ranbir Kapoor or I was looking at Sanjay Dutt. I was like, wait a second. Wait. Remember there was that one scene? Okay, I won't tell which one. There were many scenes, but that one particular scene I was like really confused. Wait. This really looks like the Sanjay Dutt. Like I cannot. It's creepy.
At the start,
Body-wise as well, like physique, face, sound.
in his early part of his career, like I couldn't tell much of the similarities because I didn't see Sanjay Dutt when he was still very very young. I only saw Sanjay Dutt when he made movie like the Munnabai movie or Chalmeri Bai movie.
I don't even know what movies lah.
When his body, he has a body.
When
right?
his body is actually like like
he went to the gym, you know.
yeah,
He went to the gym.
workout, and then now we know why.
Yeah. So you see Ranbir going through that transformation as well. Okay, being a skinny, scrawny
Dude
to a big, beefy
Guy
with a long
with
mullet.
like his hair and like the eye bags. It's so creepy how
the way he stands, the way he speaks,
the swagger, the way he walks. Yeah, everything was so spot on. I mean, we don't really remember Sanjay Dutt, but those little similarities just make the character come alive. So that is why Sanju is at number 2. Yes, but why is it not at number 1?
There's nothing wrong with this movie, but because it is based on a real life person's life, there has to be some limitations to the plot
Yeah, there's
right?
not much that you can veer off the real thing. It cannot be sensationalized anymore. I mean, it's already sensational as it is. So that's why it's at number 2, but it's not at number 1 because we actually have a preference for one other movie that we're going to talk about. Alright, so now we are at movie number 1.
Egg.
So, movie that we love the most is
The one that we just watched yesterday.
oh my god, so good, so good. Okay, I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already familiar with Bollywood, then I'm sure you have heard about this film already. But if you
A little slow like us.
or have never ever watched a Bollywood movie, then I recommend watching Andhadhun.
Even it sounds right. Andhadhun. Andhadhun. What does it mean?
It means the blind melody.
Yep.
Okay,
So this one stars.
This one again. This is the only movie that we watched which does not star Ranbir Kapoor. This one stars Ayushmann Khurrana, which I've never watched his films before, but I've heard good things about him, but I've never done. And also the veteran Tabu.
Yeah.
She's
Oh my
also
god, I
in
feel
it.
like I haven't watched Tabu for like ages, but okay.
Yep. So this is like a black comedy crime thriller, which was released in 2018. Without going too much into the
it.
plot, because I feel the plot is the strength of the movie. So
this one's plot is just amazing.
Okay.
That's all we're gonna tell you.
So I think this
But we're gonna
this particular line sums it up really well. The story of a blind piano player who unwittingly becomes embroiled in the murder of a former film actor.
Yep. That's as much as you need to know. Go watch it. You're gonna love it. Why did we rate this number 1 in our list?
Okay, we've watched a lot of films lah.
No.
For more than the average person. Okay, I won't say that we watch everything under the sun.
Yeah.
It's not possible. But I feel that this movie is so good that I give it like an 11 out of 10.
I give it like 11 out of 10 as well. 12 if I could, but yeah.
Like I like The Godfather. I like a lot of movies which I consider classics.
Say it right now, but yeah, I like that kind of movie where you're just like, what just happened? Yeah, this movie is a what just happened movie. Yes. And I just think that I like it because it goes beyond the norms of like what a plot should be. So usually a plot will have like start, to your climax, and then there's a conclusion. As for this, I don't know where exactly is the climax. So it just keeps going and going.
When you watch the trailer, you think you have an idea of where the movie is going to
start and end.
Because let's face it, there's not really many original movies under the sun at this point of time. But when you watch it, in the first 15 minutes, it felt like that because it felt you see what you see in the trailer, then you feel where this story is going to end. Not that at that point of time I'm saying that the movie is not good. The movie is still directed really well. The character acted really well. The music was really good. But after 15-20 minutes, then you realize the movie is going into another direction, something which is different from the trailer. Then you feel like, okay, I think I know where the movie is going.
Yep.
Nope. Sit down. You sit down.
Sit down and just
sit down.
Hang on to your
Sit
seats.
down. Okay.
So.
And that happens like another 4 or 5 times.
Yep.
Throughout the entire movie. Sorry. Okay. So.
And I will like anticipate what's gonna happen, and I will say it out loud. So as we were watching yesterday, I was already telling him, okay, after this, I'm telling you, this is gonna happen. Awak, this is gonna happen. Nothing of that sort happened. Like the movie actually made me give up guessing, and I just want to like be in the moment and just follow through.
When people watch the Inception the first time, and everybody was talking about whether the spinning top stopped spinning or did drop at the end. Like it became something that everyone talked about. Everyone who watched Inception talked about it for ages, even until today. You thought that moment was good?
No.
You should see this ending. And I think this is a much more satisfying ending because I feel this one
hinted to you exactly what was the ending.
Yeah.
It hinted to you, but then it's really up to you to be convinced or not.
Yes.
Not just like a grey area. Then again, this movie has grey characters. That's actually the second thing we should talk about. The fact that this movie, in terms of character build-up, we are always taught to think that protagonist, antagonist, blah blah blah, has a certain like role in the movie, but in this one, this is humans at play here, like true humans, true motivations at play, and I just think that is ridiculously good. So, yep. Can you see how passionate we are? Because I was just mind blown. He was just mind blown. We were just like.
The movie is 2 hours, but
it did not feel that way.
It didn't feel like 2 hours. You really feel that you are like on a roller coaster, right?
Yeah, like time really doesn't matter with this movie somehow.
Like really, when I'm watching movies, normally I'm the one who's not really affected by things. I'm just
he was affected. Yeah, he's hard to impress.
But this made me. If I was watching this in a cinema, I will stand and clap. Come, I clap for you.
Shabas.
Wah.
So yeah, there you go. So movie number 1, Anda. What are the 3 movies that we rate and highly recommend you guys watch?
And you can watch all these on Netflix.
Okay? That's the best part. Maybe some of you have already watched this. If you have, please go watch it again and tell us if you agree that this should be the rating of the movie. Alright?
If you have watched any other Bollywood movies which you think that we should watch, please put it down in the comment section below.
Yes, please recommend us really good movies, like not even Hindi movies, possibly like
any
other
movies.
Any movies, Latina movies, Mexican movies, Indian movies. I'm up for anything by this point. So that's all for our video today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey guys! Do subscribe to my channel for more content. Click the bell to be notified of new uploads happening every Sunday, and if you like, you can follow me on my Instagram. See you next Sunday. Bye!